Now, fellas, I don't know much of nothing. I don't know much of nothing. But apparently, a woman will lie on you in court when she get mad. They ain't angels. I thought I had myself an angel. Nah, she like glass in my head. She like glass in my head. I saw her on the set of the Avenger movie set, and I feel sorry for her. And we talked, and I fell in love. Fell in love with her. On the first day we went out, we went to the restaurant, and she stabbed me with a butter knife. She stabbed me with a butter knife. I should have knew right then something was wrong. Now, when she first stabbed me with the butter knife, I just thought it was because poor people were stupid. And I thought it was a flaw of poor people. By poor people, we had to overcome because poor people stab you. And I didn't understand why she'd cry, but then I didn't know she was recording me. And then after she recorded me, she stabbed me with a butter knife. She stabbed me with a butter knife. It's almost as if she despised me. It's almost like she despised me. Every time we got out in public, it's like she would just stab me with a butter knife. No matter what I do, she was there. I could run, I could hide, but it's like white women got instant transmission. It's like they can disappear right in. When I ran, I juke and I jive, but she was like Ronnie Lott or Steve Atwater kind of coverage on me. I couldn't get away. I just couldn't get away. I ran through alleyways. I jumped over fences. And she was right there. She was on my ass. I ran up all the side of skyscrapers. And she was right there. And she stabbed me with a butter knife. So when I flagged down the police and I got it on videotape for her stabbing me with the butter knife, somehow I ended up in jail. I ended up in jail. Now I know y'all gonna find it hard to believe, but it's as if the police wasn't listening to me. It's like they act like I was aggressive and they put me down on the ground. They put me down on, and those police, they kept saying, stop resisting, but I wasn't resisting. So they started beating me, and I was getting beat and stabbed with a butter knife. Fellas, if you ever running from a wild woman, one thing you can't do, you can't ever go to the police. Don't ever go to the police, because they'll beat you. They'll beat you. Now, I don't know if they were beating me because I was running from a white woman. They thought I was a criminal, or I don't know if they beat me for that shitty Apollo Creed movie. You know, I don't know which one it is. Now, I didn't know when a woman get mad, she would try to destroy your life, and she would stab you with a butter knife, and she would try to get rid of you. Now, a lot of people gonna say I carry myself like I'm better than everybody, and you may have a point. May have a point. I was styling on y'all, you know. See, Johnathan was never exposed to hood culture training. He never heard these hoes ain't loyal. He don't listen to that kind of music. He never heard Blow the Whistle by Too Short, so he was at a major disadvantage. I went to a prep Ivy League prep school, so our African American studies, social studies class was, three Black Panther comic books. I thought Stan Lee was a African American social studies professor. It's hard to stay on code when you think Stan Lee was a Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was a militant radical Black Panther. Poor people are rich in defiance, but they are low in intelligence. but they only know that rich people like myself are better than them. So it's hard for them to see it from my point of view. I'm doing big Marvel movies and the Avenger movies and touching M's and I'm getting the best white women and you know what I'm saying. I was doing my thing. I think they sent her to take me down. I think they sent her to take me down because now they're offering me Captain Kangaroo instead of King the Conqueror. I didn't want to do Captain Kangaroo. Well, after she took my cell phone and she hit me, I saw the ghost of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. And I saw them clear as day. Where after she stabbed me with the butter knife and took my cell phone, the ghost of Martin Luther King said, I had a dream, boy. You better get your ass on down that road. Get your ass on. And then the ghost of Malcolm X looked at me and he said, boy, you've been bamboozled. You've been led astray. The chickens have come home to roost. You better get your ass on down that road, boy, and get the hell out of there. Hi, my name is Atticus, and you have heard from my noble client. You have heard from my noble client, Johnathan Majors. I just want to put it all on the table. The taboo of a big star that has a white girlfriend. Let's just put it out there. Johnathan Major has everything a man would want. Juicy lips, Apollo Creed haircut, big penis, and a beautiful blonde white woman. Johnathan Major is only guilty of one thing, and that's juicy lips, being rich, big penis, and having the audacity to have a wife. Now, we know if y'all convict this man, it'll be because of his juicy lips, and he rich, big penis, and a beautiful white woman. And we all know that y'all jealous of that. Y'all hating. Now, when you judge a man, you judge him by his character. You don't judge him by his juicy lips, cause he rich, big penis, and he got a beautiful white woman. You don't judge a man by those things. Now, if you just close your eyes and you imagine yourself and break the facts down like a 6-year-old, Johnathan Major is a lucky man. A very lucky man. Johnathan never assaulted that woman. He's just a black, ignorant man that thought he could level up a downtrodden woman. We all done that. The only thing Johnathan Major is guilty of is being a simp. He's a Captain Save-A-Hole. And we've all been there. We all done it. We've all done it. Johnathan Majors is many things. He's a super simp, Captain Save-A-Hole. But one thing he is not. He ain't a player. He don't know the game like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a lame. Because most rich guys would have walked past that makeup artist, but he saw the booty and he saw her economical social status and he thought he could save her. That's the most super simple shit I've seen. That's the most super simple. Simple shit. This is the most lame shit I've seen. But Johnathan did it. He's a simp. But really, what Johnathan Major is guilty of is not having black friends. He needs some real black friends, and he would have never ended up where we are today. Johnathan Majors only is guilty of is not surrounding himself with more mad, niggerish, ignorant, ratchet black friends to give him the game. He was naive. See, Johnathan, he only went to predominantly white schools, So didn't know how to stay on code. He didn't understand female nature, and therefore he's a Jonathan Major is a sucker. I mean, he still believes in chivalry and being a gentleman. He don't understand that she saw him and seen a super simp, and that was his downfall. See, Jonathan was never exposed to hood culture training. He never heard these hoes ain't loyal. He don't listen to that kind of music. He never heard Blow the Whistle by Too Short, so he was at a major disadvantage. Because we all know if Jonathan would have had a black friend, he would have took one look at the downtrodden woman and he would say, "Man, get the hell on. Man, let's go find some real chicks," you know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't have been in this position. But it was the humane super simp inside of Jonathan that got him in trouble. It's a shame that these simps are getting tossed around like pancakes. In conclusion, if Jonathan Majors didn't have juicy lips, any rich, big penis, big penis, and a beautiful white girl with blue eyes, he wouldn't be. Like I said, I don't know much nothing, but I just want to tell the jury in conclusion, all my life I had to fight. All my life I had to fight. Thank you. Oh yeah, and one more thing. All I could tell fellas, stay away from white women who stab people with butter knives. Stay away from white women that stab you with a butter knife.